Welcome back, everybody. The first of many tours to come. I will be giving you aerial coverage of the tour this evening. Maggie down below will be giving you the beautiful footage you see currently. All right, everybody, we begin the tour today in our future parking facilities. And as you can see, a lot of landscaping potential to come. It is a big work in progress, but the main focus of the tour today will be the barn, which we will be starting from the outside and working our way down, up, and in some order like that. So as you can see here, we still have a lot of construction in place. We have the scaffolding currently up. They just recently tore down some of the exterior to open it up. One of the big things we'll be doing in our reconstruction phase is actually raising the whole barn about 1 foot to 1 foot and 4 inches, depending on the location, giving the downward slope of the land around us. We make our way through to the wind tunnel here, which will be my favorite place, and many people's, I hope, will be our outdoor bar space. That beautiful trash can and chair will ultimately be home to one of 2 of our bars. As you can tell, this will be the outdoor space. Coming out into this area will be the serpent-shaped concrete patio. We'll have many beautiful bar stools and tables throughout. This little bump out building over here, we make our way over this building. As much as we love it, will ultimately be more or less coming down and renovated into an outdoor entertainment / deck space. We will have the roll-up garage doors to fully close it off in case of inclement weather for preservation and everything. One of the most fascinating touches we will be having, our current landscape designer gave us some insight on here. This will be stairs leading down to our outdoor patio space. However, he put a useful insight, giving this as a more historic barn and location. And we actually looked at some aerial footage of the property from about 55 years ago. There were many other buildings standing throughout the area, so we were looking at making ruins, more or less, to walk down, such as a old window, obviously reinforced. You don't want people going through. It's a no bueno during a wedding. But have a way walking down the ruins down to the main outdoor entertainment space. One other touch we may be adding is kind of putting a home feel to it. The quarries are very big and prominent in the area. Our landscape designer was thinking or proposed this to us, taking a large slate of rock, whatever material he finds, engraves, carves out a fire pit for us, and just placing it around here for everyone to enjoy. From here, back inside, we're gonna go to the first floor or ground level of our barn, which we don't have much light on at the moment. I will attempt to make it somewhat brighter, all in vain, as you will quickly see. Ha-ha! If Maggie turns around, there is one light.
One light.
Is of no use to us in here. Very different from what this was even a few months ago. Prior, as you see, there were walls, barriers, blockades all throughout here. This used to be an old dairy farm. All the stables for the cows and other animals, livestock, would stay in here, which not really the case anymore going forward. This area is predominantly going to be a storage space for us. For about where I'm standing is going to be from here over for all of the guest wedding party and everyone. This space over here is going to be storage facilities for us, or depending on eventual expansions, we'll utilize as needed. As we go over to this location, hard to imagine at the time being, but this will be where the bathrooms are. I'm currently standing in the men's restroom. I might actually be in the toilet. I hope not. Good thing I got my rubber boots on, waterproof. Over here will be the female restroom, followed by a nice little touch. In this location, you're actually going to see a lot where the floor is opened up. This is going to be the future home of our stairwell leading up to the main entertaining dance floor and wedding space, which we'll be quickly adjourning to. We'll make our way once again out through the stairwell, through the wind tunnel, and loop around. We'll see the other side of the barn here, which has a little more of a aged look to it, aesthetics. It's a little more worn, green, but a natural beauty that we hope to have and offer to many. Minus the windows, which might need some touching up. However, our resident pigeons, falcons, bats, and such will be devastated to learn they'll have to move out of this location. So we're gonna loop around. Actually, while we're out here, we'll point out one other potential idea we are in the works of planning, proposing is this building here is our current makeshift garage slash corn crib. One of the other original buildings on the property, which at first we're gonna put on a lovely facade of sprucing up the exterior. The dilapidated interior might stay for some time in the foreseeable future, ultimately hoping to make it into a potential carriage house, as well as personal thing for me is just a little garage to work on our cars and everything. But we have a lot of potential. We have some drawings designed or drawn up for us, so we will see. Stay tuned. Not much to look at. A beautiful rustic dumpster. Very rusted. And one other thing we forgot to mention when we were looping around is one idea I really love and is original to the barn and property is putting up an old grain or a various form of silo right about in this location where the high brush is. So right about there. And one of the ideas we were gonna do with the silo is put an observation tower or deck on top, similar to a spiral stairwell in a lighthouse. We're gonna, so people will be able to walk up to an observation tower and just kind of enjoy the nature and scenery we have to offer to them. And from there, we're gonna do trade places, swap, and Maggie's gonna give you the main, the main tour of our wedding venue, which I will take over.
All right, so we are out front of the barn by the road here, and as you can see, there are two large sliding barn doors, unless you're looking at the road right now, which it kind of seems like you are, as well as a little regular door. We are gonna do two regular doors as well as sliding doors that go over them. We plan to be seasonal to start, and that's kind of the workaround that we did. We wanted the big sliding doors, but we need like legitimate doors that keep the heat and the cold in whatever season it is. All right, so our barn is a bank barn, so we are on the second floor now because we started off on the other side of the barn. We have kind of 4 columns here, 4 rows, whatever you want to call it, which is a little bit different from regular sized barns. We're very fortunate because it means our barn is quite a bit larger. It is about 50 by 60 square feet on one floor. That is pretty great. Our plan is to make this area part of the dance floor, and currently there is no floor, so that is part of the thing we are working on right now. There was some water damage, so they had to remove some of the beams and replace them, but the dance floor will be here. We're gonna have windows all along the back here where you see a lovely tarp, and then the bride and groom will probably be somewhere over there as well. And then along all of the other rows we will have tables used from made from the reclaimed wood that came from all of the paneling. So all of the different rows were sectioned off like Zach mentioned. There was totally like a ton of wood just blocking. So all that wood is now in a giant pile right here, and our friend Kevin is going to be making us beautiful farm tables, which we are very grateful for that. Another coincidental thing that just happened to occur. Yeah, so very exciting. Okay, so coming over here, this area that you see right here used to be an office for our old owners here. It is going to turn into the catering area, so we're gonna have some sort of bench. What?
And loft.
I'm getting to that. He's interrupting me. We're gonna have some sort of counter here for the food to be served on, and potentially some like water, you know, sink or something like that for the caterer to use. If we come down this way, and the really cool thing that we are going to do, and I think Zach is most excited about this, is we are building a loft up here. Stairs will be going up to that loft, and we're thinking about doing some sort of like iron bar, what do you call it? You know, so people don't fall. But yeah, it'll be really cool up there, really awesome to just look down over the whole dance floor, the whole party. I'm very excited for that. So let's come on down this way. Okay, so over here, which is right next to where the stairs are, we are actually gonna have a second bar. So because this will be the reception area, we also want a bar up here. Very important. We keep our priorities straight. And then over to this way, which Zach kind of explained, we are going to have a covered porch area with the doors that cover up depending on the weather.